All right, guys, what is going on? This is a pretty exciting thing that I want to talk about today. And it's also a thing that is potentially risky. So do keep that in mind, do your own due diligence, and I'll tell you what it's all about. Basically, this is coming off the success of another similar project called Baked Beans, where you can bake your BNB and you basically put it in a short-term locked position and you accumulate daily rewards. So the interesting thing about this is not that far off from, let's say, a Ponzi scheme of the past, but because it's on the blockchain, it makes it all that more transparent. So, do keep in mind that there is some risk with this project, but it has transparency, which is something that makes it very unique. So that and the fact that it's got a very short turnaround time to get yourself profitable makes it interesting, makes it something that that I'm going to explore and actually have explored. So I'll show you what it is. It's called Gold Grinder, and basically what it is a BNB miner. So this is the actual contract that they have, and they have that much locked into BNB. Now BNB right now is hovering around $400. So if there's $400 in it, and we'll look at 1,600, that is, let's see, $636,000 are in it. So as you can see, it's pretty interesting that it makes it transparent on the blockchain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with this. There are some useful links here that you can see, and this is a really important number to pay attention to as it moves forward. So this is the FAQ. I'll log into my account here with Metamask. Okay, let me just unlock Metamask. Okay, and I got to switch over to the Smart Chain. So this is on the BNB Smart Chain, and so I'll connect with MetaMask. Just give it a refresh, as these things sometimes need, and bam, we're logged in. Okay, so this is the full contract. As you can see, this is what I've made in my wallet. So in order to get started, you wanted to have one BNB that you can put towards this, which will get you the gold, and then it's kind of this pseudo currency. And here's the gold rate. Okay, and so you grind gold. So if you put in one BNB, you'll get that much gold. At the end of the contract. If you put in 2 BNB, if you put in like 1.3, you'll get that much. And so you can see the rewards here that have accumulated so far, right? So these are actually my rewards back that I've earned in BNB, because there's a 9% daily return. The APR over the year is 3,285, and there's a 2% development fee. There's also a 12.5% referral link that you can get for referring people. So if you do get started, you can use the link below this video, and that would be much appreciated. But anyhow, let me show you what that's worth right now. So this is a couple days ago that I put this in, not more than 2 days ago, and already it's grown to $64, right? So the goal is to get this up and get the profitability out, and you can measure it, right? So that's what I really like about this, is it's on the blockchain, and you can actually look at what's going on the address here. So you can see the contract, and if you go to analytics, you can see the BNB value, $640,000. And you can see when the highest balance was, when the lowest balance was. So it started down at 66. It's gone as high as 2,280. And so that just kind of gives you an idea of the flow in and out of this. Now, I do want to go over some of this. So here's some of the FAQs. And so it is an improved version of some of these other miners, and that's what tends to happen. If you think of things like Bitcoin, it's great, but there are limitations, right? And so that was the big idea with Ethereum, is that it added the same kind of cryptography, but with the ability to do smart contracts. And that's the same thing with blockchains like Cardano and stuff like that. So gas issues is very low. There's no, so if you're reinvesting, there's no gas fees, which is good. And here it is this sustainable, right? So as long as there is TLV in the contract, then there will always be rewards, okay? So what that means is that as long as there are funds in this, and right now there are $640,000 in funds, it's always going to be putting out rewards, okay? Now the rewards might shift a bit, but I do like that fact. The other thing that's really interesting about this, okay, so you can actually reinvest and increase your investment and so on and so forth. So it can compound and you can get your investment back. So this is interesting as well. What prevents devs from rug pulling? And the contract is immutable. Therefore, it can't be changed or altered in any way. It can't add contract functions. There's no problems with that. So that's what's interesting. And this is what basically makes money while you sleep. And the more miners, the more that's going to bring. Okay. So if you want to look at the contract, you can actually open the contract and look at everything here, right here in the contract. If you are a coder type of thing, so you can like look through and read the contract and all that stuff. So it's all public, and that's what's really interesting about this. So you can actually refer. As I said, you can refer people. You'll earn 12.5% of the gold that they buy or compound. Okay, so that's interesting as well, and you can read through the rest of this. Okay, but ideally, the point is that this will continue to grow, and I'm not sure if we've seen a difference here since we actually got started, but now we're at this BNB, so that might actually be slightly higher than before. So 161.054, and as we were talking, it actually went up a little bit, not that much, but that's how fast that these things happen. So it's going to be continually earning revenue. So anyhow, this is a project that I personally am invested in. It requires BNB, so if you have some BNB and you have a Metamask or the another DeFi wallet, you can do this. And it is something that, I mean, with the amount of funds that are currently in there and, the success of other projects like this, it's something I'm invested in. It's something that you should definitely look at and evaluate your own risk. Again, this is not financial advice, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing personally in order to compound my BNB. So that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one. If you do want to get started, use the link in the description and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more cool videos like this where I break down some of these different projects for you and help you get ahead. Help the average person get ahead. That's really the goal. All right, that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.